What's going on, Sports Nation? I'm your host, Kenneth Tiberius Clark, and you guys are back to the Sports Clusive podcast for another fun episode. The topic for today: recreational sports for the average 9 to 5 guy or person, right? We got to be inclusive here, right? Sports Clusive podcast. So maybe some of you guys are stuck in the same routine. Maybe you're clocking in and out of that 8 to 10 hour job. Maybe you're going home and you're tending to your families, your spouse, your kids, your cat, right? Your dog, whatever family is to you. Maybe you have a side hustle, a small business, or maybe you're pursuing an education, right? Either way it goes, maybe you've gotten so lost in work and things that are demanding. So you need to spice things up a little bit. You need excitement. Now, I think, in my opinion, going to your local park or recreational center can do that for you. So I look back on my time in the United States military. Yeah, I served 8.5 years, and I did 5 of those years deployed in Japan. Really tough. Did a lot of time out to sea, a lot of long nights in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of the water, away from family, away from restaurants, right? The food sucked. The chip food. And you ask any military person, chip food sucks. But all that being said, despite any negatives or any drawbacks that come from being deployed, one thing that was shared between me and a lot of my friends is guys just wanted to get back and be active. They wanted to play. Like I had a friend, one of my buddies, hey, what you doing when you get back? What are you looking forward to when you get home? He didn't say, oh, I want to get back to my girl. He's like, man, I want to go hoop. I'm like, dang, man, you mean we've been out here for 3 months? All you think about is hooping? And that's how a lot of people are. That's the mindset. Some people, they want to run on the track. Some people, like me, I wanted to throw around a football. Everybody's different. But one thing we all shared is we just wanted to get back and we wanted to be competitive. We wanted to compete, whether it was soccer, basketball, football, softball, whatever it is. And we wanted to compete with other ships and other commands for bragging rights, right? That's huge in the military. So for me personally, I did flag football. I was on an aircraft carrier. First of all, a lot of teams born out of this ship. But I started one that was called the George Washington Martyrs, right? Martyrs sounds like I just wanted to be deep, right? A little dramatic, but that was my team, the Martyrs. I was the coach and long snapper / receiver. I had to get some action myself. And I recruited guys in my division, some certain guys on my ship, and maybe a few people I knew around base, good athletes, better than me. So long story short, we won a few games, and it was very cool. It was very fun. I would say the biggest thing I remember is the sense of purpose and camaraderie that was built between us. Even when we were on the job, guys would literally come up to my shop on the ship and start talking about plays we can run and different formations. Like, people were committed. They sold out to the cause of us winning this flag football championship. And outside of that, we were constantly recruiting too. I know this guy in our division, or I know this guy in weapons. He could be a great addition to our team. So once again, we were always focused. Even when we were at work, we were always focused on what we can do for the flag football team. And then we would have these late games, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And these games would be really good. They would go late, but they would be physical. And, it was nothing funner than, you walking around base over the weekend or the next day after the game and you see somebody you just played. And it's either that, it's either the respectful head nod, like, okay, you better than I thought you was, or it's some trash talking like, man, we should have fucking beat y'all. Or, maybe, we played this team in 2 days. And they're like, oh, we just played them a week ago. Man, they got this quarterback that can throw very well. So, it definitely gave us an opportunity to connect with people and meet people that we probably would have never crossed paths with, ever. It was almost like a brotherhood, like this VIP brotherhood type of situation, but we were just regular guys that were playing flag football. But I would say it was our last game, that had the most profound impact on me. I actually had duty, so I had to work, and my chain of command let me off of work to play in this game. So this shit was big, and it was a movie type of situation. I mean, like Hollywood stuff. We went into triple overtime. It was pouring down raining. Guys were talking trash left and right. The referees had swallowed their whistle, so we was damn near playing tackle football out there. Just thinking back, I remember, looking at everybody's face. My team, the opposite team, just seeing how dialed in everybody was, and just thinking about the military lifestyle. It's pretty tough, but it was like in that moment, nothing else mattered. Guys were dealing with depression. Guys were having family issues at home. There were people that were in very toxic work environments. When they were on that football field, they was just focused on competing and doing something that they loved. In a lot of ways, I know I'm blabbering, I'm going on and on, man. In a lot of ways, it was an escape for us. And I think it could be an escape for a lot of people that's dealing with stuff in everyday life. Enough of the sentimental stuff. Recreational sports can help us stay active, and it's a good opportunity to try something new. A lot of guys on my team had never played flag football before. You just want to try, maybe you're going to try a new sport. You never played basketball. You never played baseball. Like, just take a chance. It's not a professional sport. It's just, regular working people that just want to get active. Try something new. I spoke earlier. It gives you an opportunity to meet new people. I was on an aircraft carrier. When you're in ports, probably about 3,000 or 4,000 people. Man, there were people, I was on that ship for 3 years. There were literally people that I'd never met until I played flag football. I'm like, we're on the same ship. We're at the same command. So once again, a situation like this, playing recreational sports gives you an opportunity to meet and connect with people that you never connected with, to bond with friends and coworkers. Man, we was like brothers, dude. Outside of the guys that were already in my division, man, we formed a real emotional bond, man. And sports does that. I don't know what it is. Obviously maybe it's the, getting your juices flowing, your emotions going, but you really form a bond with the people, with your teammates. And I think that's in any team sport. It's fun. I had a lot of fun, man. I think back, that was probably one of the funnest moments of my life outside of playing high school ball. And a big thing, you heard me just talk about it, it reduces stress. People go through a lot outside of their jobs. People go through a lot of tough things in life. And sports or any recreational activity, gym, that stuff can really help you reduce stress and kind of take your mind off of those things, off of those negative things, right? Now, when looking on the more scientific side, and this actually caught me by surprise. I say, okay, I learned myself something. Sports can actually help control diabetes. Who knew that? Physical activity, reducing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. It lowers hypertension, right? So no high blood pressure. It lowers the odds of that. It improves blood circulation. It reduces stress and depression, and it improves sleeping habits. And I can attest to that one because I probably got some of the best damn sleep of my life when I was playing flag football or when I was playing football in high school. Short but sweet, for people that are, once again, caught up in the hustle and bustle of work and family, go to your local park recreational center, check out a sport, try something new. Just be open. It's a very fun, healthy, beneficial activity to do. And I will end today's episode with a quote. Sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. Sport can awaken hope where there was previously only despair. Sport speaks to people in a language they can understand. That's Nelson Mandela. So I will leave you guys with that. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I will see you guys next time.